All right, everyone. Well, welcome to another edition of B2W, Between Two Worlds podcast. We come to you from all over the globe. I myself, Katie Patterson, coming to you from Hamilton, Canada, where it's currently raining. We also have Alexis coming to us not from her normal abode in San Francisco, but
No, I'm coming to you live from my mom's house. What up,
what up? So a little bit outside, still California,
yeah.
but not the main San Francisco. And
Still
we
California.
also have our wonderful Batten coming to you from Richmond, California. And Batten's going to be wearing the ears today. She's going to be hosting for us and running today's conversation. So
With blurry ears today.
with her blurry ears, I feel like it's going to be like an ears reveal. But as usual, wearing her commemorative Epcot homage hat, established 1982.
That's what happens when we have these on Sundays because it's too early. I'm not showered for the day yet. So the hair just goes up in a hat. That's how we roll.
It looks like it's just parkwear. Like you're showing off your parkwear. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's right.
Well, then, without further ado, I'm going to throw this off to our wonderful host for today, Katie Batten, to get things started.
Hello, and as I sip on my Disney drink in my...
It's blurring it like it's a bad word.
Yeah.
It is.
You should do like the hand behind.
That's so funny.
Disney's Animal Kingdom mug. I have some Starbucks dark roast from the Keurig.
Ooh.
With some keto, hazelnut, keto, vegan, I don't know, milky stuff that I put in there that has a lot of MCT oil and it's delicious. And I used my $10 frother from Amazon to make it all frothy. That's my delicious drink for right now as I wait for my Amazon Prime Now delivery from Whole Foods. Because I'm lazy.
Gotta love Bay Area life, let me tell you.
Yes, Bay Area life. So, Alexis, what do you have in your Disney drink this morning?
Well, I just have a reusable cup, but on their Mother's Day, I've got a mini.
Ooh, cute.
Cozy Cone Crafts. Like sleeve. And I will say that these are actually really good, like quality. It's really thick.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot thicker than all the the yarn is really, really thick. So it's not great for my Trenta life, but I have finagled mine to be a Trenta size. But then I also have the Shining, Shimmering, Splendid topper, a throwback. Because now they have so many cute adjustable, I'm obsessed.
Me too.
I saw the bows and I'm like, meh, I don't really need to change bow colors. But if I can do like a Mickey to Minnie, like steamboat, really, I was like, done. I'm in.
So cute. And she's just a great shop owner. So I'm glad that she's getting a lot more inventory because I really love them. So.
Oh my God, they're amazing.
Yeah.
And what did you say was in there? Is that an iced coffee?
Just plain tea.
No water, no sweetener?
No water, no sweetener.
Love it. And what are you drinking, up in Canada?
Well, I busted out something that was pretty far back in my cupboard.
Ooh.
Favorite.
But I'm busting out, and they definitely don't sell these anymore. The D60 Starbucks. I'd say, what is this, like a grande?
Yeah, it's a grande.
Grande, and it has the little the typical Disney curve straw.
Love it.
I think Alexis is tearing up a little bit
because I am so excited they're bringing those fireworks back this summer.
That's right. That's right.
Was the best.
It's a Disneyland Forever.
The Disneyland Forever fireworks are coming back this summer, and I am so excited. So that cup just reminded me of how excited I am to see the fireworks at least times this summer.
So I'm super excited, and it's inside. My homemade. Well, I shouldn't say homemade. It's I mixed it at home, but I did buy it. So it's President's Choice cold brew, which is a really well-known brand here in Canada. Heavy cream and a couple drops of stevia. because the Katies on the show are doing the keto.
Right.
Batten does keto a lot better than I do keto, but I'm like 6 days in.
Oh, hey, we all got to start somewhere.
And the Alexis on the show believes in moderation at moderation.
Exactly.
So speaking of the Disneyland Fireworks Forever and seeing it this summer is actually a great transition to the first topic I wanted to discuss because I have 3.
Ooh.
So we're going to go backwards. The gondola character, gondola, whatever they're called.
Skyliners?
The Skyliners reveal.
There's a Stitch one, so we'll discuss that later. Second of all, oh gosh, what was I going to talk about in a second? Oh, well, okay. Forgot about that. It'll come to me. But what I want to talk about first is the Disneyland Flex Passport that has just been sort of announced because I was intrigued by it. But if you have one, you wouldn't be able to see the Disneyland Forever fireworks this summer because there are a lot of blackout dates with this pass.
Yeah, it's an alternative version, I think, to the Southern California pass.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if you're not a Southern California resident, it might make sense if you have a couple trips lined up. But yeah, I will never alter from my pass level because I like to go to Disney whenever I want, and I don't want Disney to tell me I can't.
Well, give the rundown. Like, what are the dates on that?
Okay, so basically for $5.99, you have days where you can go where it's basically no reservation required. You can just walk in. They're called good to go days. And when I'm looking at the calendar they've posted, is basically Monday through Thursdays in September and October, and then random days in November, December, and then most of January with blocked out weekends. And when I say blocked out, it's either blocked out or it requires reservation. And then basically for all of June, July, and August, you don't have any good to go days. So what you have to do then is reserve 2 days. You can reserve 2 days within a 30-day period through the app. So if you wanted to go like on one of the Saturday or Sundays, which actually is year round, there's no good to go weekends. You would have to make the reservation in the app, and then that doesn't guarantee you a spot. It's basically kind of like first come, first serve. So I think to Alexis's point, it's a great option if you live down there, or even if you don't, but you know that you can come during the week. Blackout days are actually December 21st through January 4th. You can't come at all, which is fine because that's how it was with my annual pass.
Yeah.
But I think when I think about it, so I was recently down there a couple weeks ago, and for a 1-day park hopper, it was like $200. Mm-hmm. So for $400 more for the year, I could have turned this into a Flex Passport, which would have given me the option to do some reservations to every 30-day period, and then with those good to go days. So we were there on a Tuesday, so that would have fit in. But it is something to kind of noodle on and think about as an option because it is relatively more convenient or more cost effective than an annual pass. But if you do the monthly payments, which is available for California residents, I kind of think that's, I know it's more expensive, but it's worth it, in my opinion. But you also do get your discounts, which is nice. So you do get your 20% off at the select F&B and for merchandise. So at least you're not getting screwed on anything that way.
Yeah.
But if you want to go to the parks on the weekend, you have to make a reservation, and it's not guaranteed.
So it's $5.99 US, and anyone can buy it. There is no, you don't have to be a California resident. Okay.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's weird because like for me, I'm always there on weekends. So like when it came out, like the instant thing is like I looked at it because in exciting news, I have an upcoming Disneyland trip planned. Woo! So I was like, maybe like should I look into this? Like, what is it? And I was just like, it's 2A. Like I'm like very far away. So like I'm not like a hop, skip, and a jump away. You know, I'm a 5.5 hour flight. So if I'm going, like I'm always there like Thursday to Monday, like without a doubt. Like, and it sucks because it is expensive and Canadian exchange rate sucks. Like I've been looking at passes for like 4 days straight, and I'm like, it sucks not having the annual pass and thinking about that price, but yeah, it's interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how many people actually take advantage of it.
I find now there's just too many damn options. Like, I can't figure out what's up and what's down with these darn passes.
Yeah, it's just so, that's the reason why I love my pass. And last year, I barely made it work, but it's just that if we want to go for however many days, I don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
I just have to get myself down there. So I just appreciate the flexibility overall rather than like having to work within the like reservations and things. I think it's an interesting idea, and I think it's definitely something that I'm curious as to how many, like, what is their capacity, and like if the capacity shrinks down for certain days. I'm sure it'll be very short for the summer, just because obviously with Galaxy's Edge opening. So, we'll see how long this pass idea lasts, I guess.
Yeah. Well, so Alexis, what pass? You and Baden have the same one.
I don't have a pass anymore.
Oh, you don't have an annual pass. So what is your annual pass then? You've got the Northern California.
No, I just have the Disneyland annual pass, the signature premiere.
And how much is that one now annually?
I don't know. I think it's like $89 a month.
Okay. But in your price, do you get like grandfathered pricing, or did yours go up?
No, it goes up. So it's just kind of like I actually, because of like I have to renew in January, I kind of slip the pass up like month. Like they tend to normally allow like price changes kind of like early, kind of in the dead season before gearing up for everything. So my price didn't go up, I don't think, that much. But mine includes like the max pass, parking, all the discounts, no blackout.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah, I miss having the annual pass a little bit, but I definitely wouldn't have gotten my money's worth. It's just so much easier. The ability of just not having to think about it is so nice.
Yeah, I trade that for the extra, maybe like $100 I might like maybe would have saved, but just that I can be like, okay, we're gonna go this weekend. So yeah.
Yeah, I think what I might do when we go is look to see about upgrading back to the premium pass for just that window, because mine expires in November.
Yeah.
My Disney World annual pass. So to see how much it would be to upgrade for like those 5-ish months to that pass, because I know you did that when we went to World the opposite way. You did that with your Disneyland pass, and it might be worth it.
It definitely is worth it if you are. That like coast to coast pass, the premium, is so worth it if you go at World for more than 5 days, and if you have a trip, and if you have 2 trips to Disneyland, like
it's Premier Passport, right?
The Premier Passport.
It's pretty. It's pearlish.
I know. One day.
I loved getting that box and that ornament, and I still have that card, and I still have that because I want to live that elite life forever.
Yeah, I want to live that elite life again one day, or I should say, I never did it before, but
yeah, and I think like it would just be the difference to whatever like, I guess like the difference to whatever pass, however much your World Pass was. So
yeah,
a lot.
Yeah. A lot, yeah.
But it was worth it because I knew I was going to go twice in 1 year.
Yeah.
So it's totally worth it.
Yeah, and so that's the thing. Like if you look at like if you're however many times we think we can get to Disneyland, you know what I mean? That could easily be $400 a pop for tickets. So
yeah.
Yeah, I just say like thinking about tickets makes me sometimes is when I have my depressed moment with Disney, like especially with like every 6 months I feel like we're talking about a price hike, and I'm like, when is Disney just going to be like too darn expensive for me to go to? Like,
never.
It's just like you want to get your money's worth and stuff, but you think about like, I mean, it starts making the cruise not seem all that expensive because the amount of money you spend and then the money on top of that, it like per day fees are a lot. And hotels aren't cheap. Like if you want to do the full Disney experience, hence why like I always want to keep DVC in my life because it just kind of makes a premier hotel experience a reasonable cost. Like yes, you could do like way cheaper and it's what I mean, to be honest with you, I would never be DVC in California now that I've priced it out, but because it's like super expensive to be DVC in California, way more than it is in Florida because there's just more rooms. Yeah. So the point value is way less. Like, but yeah, I don't know. I digress.
I mean, I know that like we're very fortunate and like to be able to like have more than one trip and go all the time. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think I hope there's some kind of balancing out, but I know that they're trying to do so much and they need that money because honestly, resorts are a pit. So
yes, they are.
Well, that was the biggest reason why when Disneyland Paris opened, they opened with 9 hotels and or however many it was, and that was the biggest reason why, from a financial perspective, Disneyland Paris was a financial disaster. Yeah. Because not only do you have to fill the parks, the most important thing you do is you need to fill those rooms. If those rooms are not filled, you're just losing money.
Yeah. And I loved our Disneyland Paris room, but no,
God, it's cheap there.
Well,
it's here. They're like handing you Disney. They're like, what else do you want?
They're like, well, if you're here at the hotel, you might as well just add those $20 extra US for the day and go to the park.
Yeah, like $800 US to run 2 races, like 4 nights of hotel, breakfast in the morning, and a park pass. Like they're just like, come to Disney for free. Like let me tell you. Yeah. That is not the life here in North America.
No.
They're like, you want Disney?
It's a premium. Or Japan. Japan has pretty steep ticket prices too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that. It's just expensive over there anyways.
Yeah.
But best believe I will come with my empty suitcase for all things Stitch. Yay.
Oh my God.
I can't.
Well, are you going to like stitch it up in Hawaii a little bit? Because they've got some good stuff there too.
Yeah, we're totes having dinner at Alani.
Oh, fun.
What's the name of the restaurant?
I can't really pronounce it.
Is it like KK or Kika or
something like that? Yep, that's the one.
I'm excited for those Donald ears. Where his
so freaking cute.
I love it. I'm not even like a big Donald fan, but those are so stinking cute.
I would rock those in a heartbeat. They're adorable.
Yeah, they're so fun.
Should we do a rundown of like upcoming Disney
Mickey and Minnie ones where it's just the tail?
Oh, that'd be so.
They exist, or you want them to exist?
I want them to exist. I don't know if they do.
No, I don't think so.
Well, that's what I was going to talk about. The second topic are the buttons at the park.
Oh, I mean, can Disney not rip off any more Etsy stores? I love it. I love that they're like, guys, this is gonna we're gonna make it easy and we're gonna make some money. Great. And
you know what?
They are I don't cute.
Yeah. I mean, if it's not like, I mean, maybe, and that's the thing, I haven't checked if some of them are word for word based on some Etsy, but okay. And this may cause some controversy if anyone watches this and writes like a nasty comment. I don't know everything about copyright laws, but the buttons in the first place are a Disney thing.
Yeah.
And then the Etsy people, and I love you, Etsy people, keep on making the shit you make. But
stuff too.
You're essentially fringing copyright to some degree by making that inspired product. So the fact that Disney comes in and takes it back, like, in all honesty, like, it's kind of their right. Like,
I mean, and the thing is like Disney has an interesting relationship with those kind of like offshoots of where they take like licensing things because all the Etsy owners are not licensing imaging. They're not paying for that. They're either illustrating it themselves or, but anyways, disregard. But Disney likes that. Want to know why? Because Disney tests the market without having to put any money into it.
Oh, for sure.
So all of those things they just monitor them. And as soon as they realize there's they can step in a little bit and make some money, they're gonna do it. Same with like shirts.
Shirts, I was gonna say. A lot of the shirts like mid last year.
Oh, shirts all last year, and then all the ears, or not the ears, the hats. Everybody's dad hat phrase, like that whole thing. Disney was like, okay, we can bring that into the park, because the thing is like the accessibility. People, unless you're like in the Disney culture, you're not going on Etsy or like online and doing your shopping. You're in the you're in the parks buying things. So if they have the opportunity to capture their audience at the park, and now online with the Disney Shop park app and all those things, they're gonna do it. So I mean,
and I feel like I don't know how hard Disney is being, like, I'm going to make an assumption because I don't really know, but like, I'm going to make an assumption. Disney isn't, there's tons of people on Etsy they could be sending a letter to do like a cease and desist. Like,
no,
because,
they don't.
And they don't. So I feel like it's kind of like they found like an unwritten rule of like equilibrium between the two of them. They're like, an Etsy person's like, they're like, hey, Etsy person, like, go ahead and like make the money you're going to make, and then eventually we're going to do this. But at the end of the day, like, let's be real. If you want to get those buttons, I'm going to bet the buttons that you buy in the park are more expensive than if you buy them on Etsy. So you continue, if you want a good deal, and there's two markets. There's the tourists that are just coming in and buying for the moment. Yeah. And there's like you said, there's the people who are going to find it so they could continue to live a little bit in harmony. Like, those people aren't going to go to business.
Yeah, no.
Because the buttons aren't there.
I think
it's like the Spirit jerseys too. Yep. Like the knockoff Spirit jerseys.
Yep.
I mean, and let's be real, like, I love the buttons that Disney is now producing because I was looking at them on Instagram. Yeah, but until they have Stitch ones or Ariel ones or like Starbucks coffee ones, like, I will still be putting my money into the Etsy vendors that I love to buy.
You saw the Ariel one, right? The one, like, I'm looking for all the...
Yes, thingamabob.
Thingamabob?
Yes, like, I love that one too, but like, I'm still going to look at my Etsy stores, and I'm happy to make money with those.
Etsy you can customize too.
So
yeah, there you go. Exactly. And what's nice is, like, from what I'm seeing, is Disney took the idea. They didn't take the idea and then like reprimand everybody, right? Yeah. Like, they had like taken the idea and then all of a sudden all the Etsy owners were like, I just got a letter from Disney saying I have to stop. You'd be like, okay, well, that's being like super corporate, like, meanie. Yeah. Because essentially, like, you're taking it and then really taking it to the next level to just really piss these people off, where they're just kind of like, we're going to take it and let's just like both do it and just like be.
So. Well, I mean, same things too. It's interesting about I wonder if they're going to look at pins, because I think those like the like AP magnet pins I've seen on Instagram are so cute.
Love.
And I know that you put AP on fucking anything, and all of us are ready to just like, okay, that's ours. Thank you. Like, we are ready to merch on any Disney item that has.
I'm not even an annual pass holder anymore, and I'm like, yes, I will have my AB.
But you were. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. I have my old one in my wallet, so if you really want to see it, there it is.
Exactly, and you will one day be an annual pass holder again. So that's all that matters.
I inspire the like annual pass like persona. I feel like I should do it.
So funny.
Especially now I can't get the annual pass stuff in the park anymore anyways, so.
At least we're Visa card holders.
We are still Visa card holders.
Pins. So great transition, speaking of characters, to the third topic that I wanted to touch upon is the Skyliner gondolas that did test runs. Let's talk about the fact that there's 55 that they unveiled that were unwrapped. Love that they used 55. 1955.
Oh.
And a few of those ones that are 55. Let's talk about Stitches, because this is so cute. And I will wait in line to be like, excuse me, no, I need the Stitch gondola. Oh, it's number 54 in the transition. Great. I'll just stand to the right and wait for him to come through. It's like right in the front or the back of a roller coaster.
That's going to be our first gondola experience. We're going to have to wait for Stitch.
Or you guys can do Beauty and the Beast, because hers is really cute too.
No,
is there two though? Is there one?
No. I need our first gondola ride to be experienced together, so that we can all on the same like level explain what like my California sensibilities to like everybody else. Because I'll just
okay, we can wait for the Inside Out one. We'll do that.
I'll be in that hot box being like, oh my dear God.
Yeah.
So, it's really great. So they just started doing test runs between the Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort in Florida and Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Nice.
watched all the videos that were on Instagram. I was very excited about that. And it's actually a really good milestone for the overall testing process. And they are still good to go as of right now to launch officially in the fall. So the Disney Skyliner resorts will go between Disney's Riviera Resort, Caribbean Beach, Pop Century, Art of Animation, and you're going to go by Epcot, the best park ever, Disney's Hollywood Studios.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
it's going to be an interesting view, like from there.
Yeah, no, I'm excited, and I love that they're launching them in fall, so at least it's a bit cooler. It's not like they're launching them in July where it's going to be a hot sweat box in those unair conditioned gondolas. But yeah, no, I'm excited. I think it's going to be a great option in addition to the buses, the monorail, and the boats to get around. And I just think the aerial view from up there is going to be awesome. So I'm adding it to the list.
The aerial
Is the Riviera Hotel going to be open in the fall?
What'd you say, K-Pop?
Is the Riviera Hotel going to be open in the fall?
I don't know if it'll be done by then. I mean, I know when we were there, it was making its way when we were there in November.
I mean, they're selling it DVC right now. It went on sale like 2.5 or maybe a month ago. They started selling DVC Riviera.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's funny because I was looking at a bunch of DVC stuff. Some YouTuber bought a DVC membership and it really inspired me to like figure out what the cost actually is. And because my parents have one, so I don't know what the hell they purchased it for when I was, I don't know.
1980s prices. So
yeah, like I don't know how
much
it was.
Now.
1992, like I mean, it was different prices. So I'm like, what are they selling things for? And I know you keep on the DV sale, like for sale websites or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, resale. But like I wouldn't want to buy DVC at Riviera unless I saw what it looked like. Like I'd want to actually see it.
Polynesian bunk. Oh, well, there are the photos. There's a concept photo, so it's very.
I know, but I'd want to you want to experience it.
Well,
but I guess like my parents bought it without seeing Old Key West. But
I mean, next time we have time and are at Disneyland, we should do the Aulani DVC tour because they have the hotel rooms all built out there. So
do they? See,
yeah,
I need to do the DVC tour in general because I just don't. Because
so they might have a similar. Well, they honestly might have something similar because they're new. They might have like a walkthrough experience because I know there's a lot of people like you that are like, well, I want to see and understand exactly what this timeshare exists for.
Well, and because I saw when we were staying at the Disneyland Resort a couple weeks ago, the big building in the back that's all of the DVC.
Yeah.
So
and you get like a free fast pass too or something. Like they give you some goodies.
Yeah, you get like a free fast pass to whatever like attraction in whatever park. It's like it's like a blanket, like a whatever. Because we've done it before, and that's where we were like, oh my god, we should have done this years ago. Because my mom had like one of my best friend's mom and like our like Girl Scout leader we would just hang out, and she was like, oh yeah, I did this Disney Vacation Club because they were like pass holders for the longest time, and we just never even considered it because we had no idea. And now it's like, oh, damn.
Yeah. Well, they're selling Aulani, Copper Creek, which is Florida Wilderness Lodge, and Riviera. Those are the only 3 they're selling right now.
Yep.
It's the only 3 that are available.
Well, that's why I would want to do the resale, to be honest, because I want Polynesian bungalows.
So, I mean, I feel like now I just opened up a new can of worms, so I don't mean to. Topic number 4 on the thing. So, this is the thing. I've been looking at, and we probably need to do another, we need to do a DVC show because I've been obsessing over it because you've always looked at resales. Mm-hmm. The biggest change Disney made 4 months ago is if you buy resale, you don't get any of the perks. And you cannot use your points for any new DVC locations. So there's currently 14, which is fine. It's 14. That's fine. Yeah. And you can use them within those 14, but you do not get you can't get access to any of the DVC events. Do you get discounts? I don't think you get any of the perks, and that's what's that's not right. But you get them at a way better price. You can right now at DVC, it's $188 US a point, but you can go on resale and get them for you can get Old Key West for $90 a point because like no one wants Old Key West. I'm like, give me all the Old Key West. You guys can go wherever you guys are gonna go. I'm taking my cheap ass Old Key West points.
Well, and that's what I love about the resale with the bungalows because they are more expensive. I mean, it's one of the top ones, but for me, I love the Polynesian. I would love to stay at one of those bungalows. And I'd rather have those kind of point value there because if I wanted to do like longer at a cheaper resort, then I could theoretically. To be honest, like, I mean, I go to Disney World probably like at least once a year.
Yeah.
And I'd rather use those points. And when you do the resell, you're only fulfilling the rest of someone's deed, which is a lot intimidating. And then you just have your annual fees afterwards, which aren't that bad.
No, like it's a fee based on points. So like right now, like if you have like about 350 points, your annual fees, which are your maintenance fees, it's like paying condo fees, are let's say around like $1,500 to $2,000 a year.
Yeah.
But that's like, when you think about it, if you're looking at the lifetime of it, I think I did the math. It's like, it's what you're paying for. And if you did like hotels, like if you did a nice hotel night, it's about the cost of 100 Disney nights, like 100 Disney hotel nights. But you keep it for 60 years, right? So eventually those 100 nights are going to be done. And that doesn't include like other perks you may get, right? Like your discounts or discount on tickets or whatever it may be. So
I think it's I think because they're not selling any, and they haven't obviously decided amongst themselves about how to like internally handle resales. Like once they do that, but I think it's more cued into like what resort you really vibe with, You
can sell it back to Disney.
Yeah, but because they're not selling those back. Yeah.
No, because they just sell like the same price.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
they
like
need a resale.
Yeah. So.
But the great thing is if you buy a timeshare, like across any timeshare, if you want a timeshare that has good resale value, it's Disney. So if you buy it and you decide 15 years from now you no longer want it, you'll get your money back. Most timeshares, like that is not the case. Yeah. Like you better like your timeshare because it is your timeshare. It's your hotel investment for the next 15 years. And after that, like your shit will left.
Yeah.
So the people eat up these like the DVC resales like nobody's business. And there's like 4 super reputable sites like that you can sell it on. Hell, you can sell your Disney points online super easily. Yeah. Like if you don't them up one year. My parents were never good at doing that, but they also bought when like the internet wasn't a big thing. Like, so they were like, I don't know. And we always used them. I think maybe like a handful of years they went like unused. Yeah. But like now, like you could easily buy it and be like, hey, if you have like a tough year, like you can sell those points in a heartbeat and pay your maintenance fees and be done with it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, it's something I'm definitely still considering. Like, I would love that to be my next big investment, bigger investment. Like, I'd rather do that than looking at buying a place, to be honest. Like,
yeah,
I'm fine with
that. Like, if you want to do Alani, a really cheap way to do Alani is transfer your DVC points. Like, to be able to pay for Alani outright with cash can be very expensive. Yeah. Or you could buy someone's DVC points and go to Alani for a lot less.
Yeah.
Or have your own DVC, right?
Yep. So true.
I don't think I'd buy Alani as a DVC my home resort because I live on the East Coast, so I'm not going to like fly to Alani all the time. But
yeah, I just think for me too, like more realistically, like going to Orlando, like I love Disney World, and I mean I go to Disneyland also, but I would rather just the Polynesian has such a special place for me, and I'd rather buy into the bungalow.
Yeah.
And also there's just a lot more options. And because World to me is like it's nice to go for a couple days, like doing those trips, but I will relish in the time that we spent like almost a full like week and a half if you put it all together. Like
oh my God, I know.
So that's where World is like where you stay for a while because the resort experience is just like a park. Like there's so much to do and like there's not that same kind of experience at Disneyland. We don't have that.
Yeah. Like my parents went last year and didn't buy a park pass and they just stayed at Old Key West.
Yep.
Like for like 4 days and just like lived it up and like I don't know if I have the willpower not to go to the park. Like, I'm going to want to at least go to Epcot. Like, I can't. Like, Ryan was like, let's not plan a trip and, like, let's just go to Disney and, like, save on the. And I was like, I can totally, like, respect that. I just don't know if I can. But, like, you know, like, for my parents, like, it became, like, a retirement vacation for them. Like, I mean, they've had it for 25 years. It's now going on to 27 years, which is crazy because we got free park passes for 8 years when we bought it.
That's insane.
For anyone who stayed with us in our hotel, everyone got a free park pass. So every year I got to be a friend. What?
I said, how times changed.
They were like, here's your, you know, like, here's your vacation. And for the next 8 years, you and anyone who stays gets free entry to the park. My mom's like,
insane.
It's a no-brainer. She's like, we've been coming here for 8 years already. And
if I were to tell my mom that, she would like kick herself because we would go at least once a year.
Like I remember one year my mom bought me an annual pass and planned our 2 trips within the 12 months. You want to know how much my annual pass was? $200.
Dead.
I was like 11.
That's so funny.
But like, I mean, then that would have seemed like really freaking expensive. But to my mom's like, we buy 2 10-day passes. Why don't we just like vacation once in July and like once in August and once in July and just like pay for one pass and like, and then they were free. So it's, yeah, you don't get the same amount of perks at DVC near as much. Like they took away parking.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Valet parking. Sorry.
Yeah.
They took away valet parking. What else? They took away something else people got really pissy about, but none of the perks are like in your contract, right? Like they can take and give.
Choose as well, yeah.
Which is fine. But yeah, so I love it.
So maybe one day we'll be doing a DVC purchasing announcement vlog or whatever for Batten
and then
over there.
Coming live from Batten's Bungalow.
Live from Batten's Bungalow.
As we watch the electrical parade on the water go by after eating.
As we order Ohana's to our room.
You know, it brings up a good point because I have mixed feelings about that. The ability to have Ohana's delivered to the bungalow because there's something about, hold on, you got to check in, you get your little buzzer.
Oh, I'm not saying we don't. Yeah. I'm not saying we don't go to Ohana's. I'm just also saying that we can also order Ohana's to us.
I think you need your like Ohana cousin. Like they better say that when they open your door. Like,
well, Batten can do it. Batten's our in-room Ohana host.
Oh, welcome back. To your left, we have our house-made bread. It's pineapple bread with butter. It's what we use for our delicious bread pudding. And to our right, we have our open fire grilled where we have all you care to eat. Shrimp, steak, chicken. I mean, we got this. A lot.
Oh my god.
Oh, that sounds so good right now, too.
All right.
Now I'm hungry.
All right. Any other topics before we sign off for today?
Yeah, because I gotta go eat.
Ohana's?
I wish.
Well, this was a short and condensed and wonderful podcast for today. I hope you enjoyed all of our random topics. So tune in next week for when Alexis hosts.
Sure, why
not? And it'll be another great addition. So
hopefully I'll be in Portland.
Oh,
man! Next weekend, I like it.
Yeah, we're crossing our fingers, right, Ben?
Oh gosh, I know. So much stress for the next hour and 15 minutes until the Blazers play Game 7.
Yeah, we're sneaking into our other fandom, which is basketball. So if you have any questions about NBA, Batten
Don't ask
talk
me.
about it. But will ask if you're talking about sports. But yeah, all right.
All right. See you guys.
See you later. Bye. Or see you real soon.
See you real soon.